How to make your home calmer. In this video, I want to show you interior design ideas that will ease your mind at home. We will go beyond the basics like meditating, lighting aroma candles, or decluttering your home. No, these interior strategies are based on research, nature cues, and design principles. Here are 8 life-changing tips to make your home as soothing as a temple, but better because they work for any style and require no budget. To make a soothing home first, we need to talk about color. Let's look at 2 examples. The first one has vivid stimulating colors, and the second one has more muted pastel colors. Where would you feel more relaxed? If you're like me, you probably chose the second one. But why? It's because this room has neutral colors that allow our brain to relax, whereas the second one has stark colors that activate our senses. So how can we turn any color into a neutral? We need 3 things. First of all, hue, which is the color you choose in its primal original form. Value, which determines how light or dark a color is. And intensity, also called saturation, which determines how powerful or quiet the color is. Calm neutral colors have high value, meaning they contain more white, and low intensity, meaning they look more washed out. A calm mind is a mind exposed to nature. It's a well-known fact that nature cues in our homes improve our mental state significantly. That's because for thousands of years, our ancestors thrived in lands with lush, beautiful greenery. The easiest way to bring nature in your home is to get plants with big, broad leaves if you have a lot of space, or taller, narrow plants if your space is not quite as large. Get as much sun exposure as possible by removing any furniture or dark objects around your windows. But even if you have no sun exposure at all, you can go for a wall art of your favorite landscape. Round shapes are all over nature. You can see them on the beautiful hills, the wavy beach shores, and the small river streams. They feel relaxing and calm. In contrast, tree branches and rocky surfaces have sharp edges that activate our survival instincts. Round furniture mimics the organic calm shapes we see in nature, and sharp objects resemble threat. That doesn't mean you need to buy a sofa that looks like a banana. These are a bit too much in my opinion. You can get a circular or semi-circular coffee table, or a rug, or both. You can also get an armchair and a dining table with slightly rounded edges. The trick is to avoid sharpness in any decor or furniture you may have. When the sun sets, we have to turn on the lights. Every apartment has an overhead light that illuminates the entire room, but oftentimes it's very aggressive and unflattering, and you should use it only when you clean your room or if you want to find something. Overhead lighting is too strong and exposing, which makes it stressful, so we need a more soothing alternative. Use ambient lighting with warm color to create a calm atmosphere, or task lighting if you need illumination for reading or work. Using different light sources appropriately in each part of a room creates a balanced atmosphere. We often feel the need to fill an empty wall with something. It's natural. For example, don't you feel the need to put a big art piece above this sofa or a painting above this king-sized bed? But the truth is, negative space has a very positive impact on our minds. Filling every blank space in a room can make it feel overwhelming and overstimulating, but leaving some blank space gives an opportunity for our eyes to rest, which is great for improving calmness. But how much negative space should you leave? After all, you don't want your apartment feeling empty as well. You can use the 60-30-10 rule. When you look towards one part of your room, 60% needs to be furniture and decor, 30% empty space, and 10% accent pieces that attract attention. This way you avoid boredom while allowing your eyes to rest. Visual clarity is about creating balanced hierarchy in your home. If you have too many bold pieces in a room, it can feel overwhelming, but if your entire room has only 2 colors, it can look pretty boring. You need to select 1 or 2 statement pieces. This can be a statuette, an art piece, a rug, or even a coffee table. The trick is to make that statement piece stand out with a similar yet bolder color or texture. In Scandinavian design, this can be a piece that has natural texture that makes it stand out from the rest. You can check out more about Scandinavian design in the video right here. If lighter colors like washed out brown and white dominate your entire room, use deep brown or dark gray color as an anchor. This will give your space more character and add a point of interest that attracts your eye, while keeping the calm tone of your room. A functional home is a calm one. You probably heard the term less is more, which is a particularly useful mindset for promoting calmness and mindfulness. But how can we put it into practice? You see, prioritizing function in your spaces means you only keep the furniture and decor that have practical use. This can be furniture that you sit on or interact with. It can be an object that improves your state of being, like a plant or a throw blanket that keeps you warm, but anything else that you don't need, you put aside, and not on an open display that would create visual clutter and anxiety, but put behind well-closed shelves and cabinets. Decor needs to be limited too, in terms of numbers and boldness. Functional homes look clear and orderly, which will make you feel calm and at ease. Functionalism is great, but to feel calm in a room, it's important to feel comfortable and secure. Avoid furniture that looks fancy and pristine, but would otherwise make you feel uneasy to sit on, like sofas with very short back or high-end metal bar stools. Basically anything that looks disproportionate to the natural human posture or looks too hard to sit on is a no-go. To feel comfortable, however, it's important to feel secure as well. For thousands of years, our ancestors relied on nearby caves and fortifications where they can flee in case of emergencies. For the same reasons, we need a solid back on our resting places. An armchair that is in a quiet nook area, or a sofa in front of a bare wall. If your back is exposed by facing a window, or even worse, if people get to move behind your back, this will make you feel alarmed. Having a solid back makes us feel calm and secure from danger. You can make your home even calmer by implementing cozy tips, like using earthy tones and natural textures. Cozy design is much more than adding pillows and throw blankets. It's about creating a feeling of safety and retreat. More in the video right here.